No, hold on. Who are you taking the pictures for?
No, you never touch my phone. You don't touch my phone, bro.
You need to leave.
You touch me again, I'm going to spray you.
I'm sorry,
You don't touch my property. You don't touch my property. What gives you that right?
Who gives you the right to come into my office and start taking pictures?
Is this a public building? Sir, is this a public building?
Excuse me, security?
Do you have any ID?
Yeah, I do.
You see it?
No, you may not.
Then what's going to happen is that you're going to go into jail, all right?
If he wouldn't have left me alone, I would have been... You listen to me. I'm talking. You listen to me. You work for me. Lower your tone.
Hold on. No.
Lower your tone.
Let's just relax for a second.
Lower your tone.
Look at me.
This guy's trying to intimidate me.
Hey, come on, Steve.
You better get him back up. You're going to have a lawsuit.
No, but just look at me.
You're going to have a lawsuit.
Let's start from the beginning.
I will defend myself if you get in my face, too.
Who are you?
Stay away from him. Hey, stay away from him.
Okay, so they're obviously asking for you to peacefully leave the property.
I will,
but
when I'm ready.
You understand that it's public property. It's
public.
However, obviously they're asking that you peacefully leave just so we don't have any.
I will when I'm finished working on my story.
Okay.
Yeah, I already told you I'm not going to be here all day. I got a bad back, a bad shoulder. However, I can't leave until you guys leave, just out of respect. I can't let this guy think that I'm going to be run off public property. So if you guys want to stay here all day or you guys want to leave, I'll probably leave 5 minutes after that.
But in reality, I'm issuing you a trespass warrant.
So I choose not to press charges on 2 people.
No, but you're trespassing.
And you're going to trespass me in return?
Yes, I am.
You should be saying thank you. You should get on your fucking hands and knees and say thank you for not fucking pressing charges.
This is not intended for one hater, but all haters.
Building hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12, and then 1 to 5. Let's see what we got going on in here. Hello. You work here, or are you just a student?
I work.
Okay, gotcha. What is this room for? I'm just curious.
So it's going to be turned into a room for the capital projects team.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of bland. I need some like posters or something up there, some garlic clothes.
Yeah. We're working on it.
Take care. Hello.
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, no, I'm good. Appreciate you, my man.
Okay. I'm sorry. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures here real quick.
For who?
What's that?
Who are you taking the pictures for?
Oh, yeah, just taking some pictures.
No, hold on. Who are you taking the pictures for?
No, you never touch my phone. You don't touch my phone, bro.
You need to leave.
You touch me again, I'm going to spray you.
I'm sorry.
You don't touch my property. You don't touch my property. What gives you that right?
Who gives you the right to come into my office and start taking pictures?
Is this a public building? Sir, is this a public building?
Excuse me, security?
You're lucky I didn't spray you.
Why are you in here?
You don't... Do you understand... Before... I'm willing to answer some questions.
Do you know that you're in someone's personal office?
Do you know this is a public office in a public building? There's no sign saying restricted?
You need to leave.
Where does it say restricted?
You need to leave.
Can you answer my question? Where does it say restricted?
Excuse me, security? Is security out there?
What's your name? I need to file a complaint on you.
You're not getting my name.
I need to file a complaint.
You're not getting my name.
You work for the people.
Okay, you can work for the people.
So...
You can tell me... Is security there?
No.
They're outside rolling by in their truck.
Hey, what's going on?
This guy just put his hands on me. I need to file a
Comes in here and
complaint.
starts taking pictures of my office.
Yeah, public building.
And I put my hand up against his
No, you
phone
touched my
to
phone.
prevent
You
him.
touched my phone.
We do not know who this
He
is.
grabbed my phone. You can't go putting your hands on people. It's that simple.
You can't come into people's personal spaces.
This is a public building.
And you cannot,
It's not
you still cannot
restricted.
come in here
It's
and
not
take my
restricted.
picture without my permission.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm asking you to stop.
I'm not going to.
I'm asking you to stop.
Not going to. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Can we have security in here, please?
Now, if you want to apologize, I won't file a complaint on you.
You can file a complaint.
You grabbed my phone. You grabbed my phone.
I put my hand in front of your phone.
So you didn't touch it? So you didn't touch it? Yes or no? Did you touch my phone?
I might have touched your phone while
you grabbed it. You were going like this. You put your hand on it.
Coming into my office without
my
permission.
If I touched your stuff,
taking pictures.
If I touched your stuff, what would you do? What would you do if I touched your stuff and grabbed it?
If you touch my stuff with asking permission, I probably wouldn't do anything.
You'd
if
be
I gave you
upset, though,
permission.
but you'd be
I did
upset.
not give you permission.
You'd be upset,
to
though.
take pictures in my office.
I don't need permission.
I'm not even giving you permission to be in my office. I'm
Sir,
asking
it's
you to
a
walk
private
out.
building. It's a public
That
building.
still doesn't give you the right
Of course
to
it
come
does.
into my. No,
Sir,
it doesn't.
lower your tone.
No, it doesn't.
You work for me.
It doesn't give you.
Lower your tone. De-escalate.
Nothing gives you.
De-escalate.
Leave.
I'm going to refuse that request.
I'm asking you to.
You're
leave.
asking. You're not
Can we
demanding.
please call 911?
Yeah, they're going to tell you the same thing. This is a public building. Gilroy Police knows what time it is.
And you have no right
To come in here and take pictures? If you show me the
to come
sign,
into
sir,
my personal
you
office.
won't even let me speak. I'm willing to have a cordial conversation if you tone it down a notch.
I'm through.
Where's the
I'm
sign
done.
that says it's restricted? Where's the sign? You have hours in
This is a personal office.
the front
Even
door.
though I'm a public employee,
and you won't
I
even
still-
identify.
I still have.
And I'm
the
sure
right.
if you were to go through your employee policy
this individual just
manual.
walked into my office, started taking pictures.
Hello,
What's going on?
how's it going?
What's going on?
This guy right here, I'm walking through peacefully, taking some pictures. He put his hands on me. I need to file a complaint.
Why are you taking pictures?
First of all, he put his hands on me. Pay attention to the facts of an actual
I put my
crime.
hand over his
You
phone.
touched my phone. I have it on
Recording.
video. I want to file a complaint. I
asking
need
you
a
to
complaint
stop
for
taking
him.
pictures.
Okay, well, we need to step outside.
I'm not going to step outside. You can call the police. This is a
If you
public
don't-
building.
If you don't leave, that's trespassing.
No, this is a public building. There's hours of
not.
operation on there. Where does it say private?
No.
Show me. I'll listen
I'm
to you.
asking you to leave.
You can't ask me to leave a public
Then
building.
you're trespassing.
This is a public building. This is not your personal
Call sheriff's
building.
office.
Is this your private building? Is this your private
this
building?
Is my place of work.
Yeah. Which
My
and
job-
who pays your
and my
salary?
job- and
Who
my
pays
job-
your salary?
The school district.
Yeah, and who pays the school? Who gives the funding for the
come
school?
on.
It
Let's
belongs-
not
this is
play
a
that
public
game.
college. This
Let's
is
not
a,
play that game.
Is this not a public college or no?
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I do.
You see it?
No, you may not.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I do.
You see it?
No, you may not.
Then what's going to happen is that you're going to go into jail. All right?
This guy's going to go to jail for putting his hands on me.
Why don't we make this easy and let's talk rationally? If you want to sit here and yell
Sir,
and
I'm
just
willing
yell
to-
and scream, I'm not going to be able to hear
When
you.
have I been screaming?
Well, you started off right.
I'll tell you what. Let's
yeah?
start fresh. Let's both tone it down a notch.
There you go.
I actually, just so you know, when I came in, I asked this gentleman to please tone it down a notch as well. He started putting his hands on me on my property. You can't do that.
Okay. Well, look. Bottom line is that you just can't walk into a building.
This is a public building. You have hours of operation on the front. There's no sign saying
So
restricted.
what is your problem?
What's
Tell me-
your
tell me
problem?
Yeah, I'm
How-
asking you what your
How
problem
come
is.
you don't think you don't say anything about him putting his hands on me? I told you I want to file a complaint. I need a complaint
we can
for
do
him.
that. Come on out. Talk to me.
I need a complaint for him. Bring it to me. I'm going to fill it out right here.
No, we're going outside. That's where we're going to
Who are you? I need you to identify.
I'm the security supervisor.
So you're a security
We just-
supervisor.
yeah.
What company? You don't have your by
I work
California
for
law.
Gavilan College, right here.
Okay.
See? And we'll just step outside.
I'm not stepping
and-
outside.
Yeah, well, you are.
No, you're not.
Because at this point, you're trespassing.
I've already told
This
you.
is this is a public
Can-
building.
Sir, can you step outside? Can we have this office?
This is a public building.
And we'll handle this.
This is a
Came in
public
here without
building.
permission, just walked into my office. I am busy working. I need to be working.
I didn't bother you.
I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah. We'll take care of it. But
I didn't bother
So
him.
what? Hang on a second.
I literally was. If he would have left me alone, I would have been.
Listen
No,
to
you
me.
listen to me. I'm talking.
listen to
You
me.
listen to me.
listen.
You work for me.
Calm down.
Lower
Hey,
your
calm
tone.
down.
hold on. No.
Lower your tone.
Let's just relax for a second.
Lower your
Look
tone.
at me. Look at me. Look at me.
This guy's trying to intimidate
Hey,
me.
come on, Steve.
You better get him back up. You're gonna have a
No,
lawsuit.
but just talk. Look at me.
You're gonna have a lawsuit.
Let's start from the beginning. I
I
don't
will
know
defend
you.
myself if you get in my
wait.
face too.
Who are you? First of all, who are you? What are you here for?
All right.
I don't know anything about
Back
you.
up a little
You're
bit
just
too
a
as
guy-
well, please. I'd appreciate
You're just
it.
a guy who showed up in our building.
I'm willing to talk to you. Back up a little.
We don't know
though.
the first thing
Back up a
about
little
you.
though. You don't need to be in my face.
I'm not in your face, man.
If I got up to your face this
Relax.
close, you don't think you'd be upset? Come on,
Okay.
man.
All right.
Tone it down.
Who are you? Why are you here?
I'm a guy with a camera. I'm taking pictures.
Okay.
I'm working on a story,
Sounds great.
constitutionally protected.
Wonderful.
And just so you know, when that gentleman first started yelling at me and almost attacked me,
When did you get into his office? This is his office. How did
this
you
is
get
a
in-
public office.
Yeah, but you can still make an appointment. You
I
don't
don't-
just
yeah.
because it's a public office doesn't mean you have carte blanche to
I hear
come
what you're
into
saying. I hear,
anybody's
and
office
sir,
anytime you feel
sir,
like it.
with
The
all due
guy's got a
respect,
job.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
working on a story, and the services that I'm conducting here, the official business that I'm conducting here, doesn't involve his help.
Okay.
If he would have left me alone, I would have been out in 10 seconds. I was taking a quick tour, just looking around, walked over there, seeing what's over there, making sure there's no contraband, working on my story.
Right. And can you understand that people are going to say, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Just,
you know,
absolutely.
Just for security. And
absolutely. I agree with you
All
on
right.
that.
Can we get out of his office and we can have a civil conversation?
Leave him out of it, though. If he comes near me, I am going to
Are
defend
you
myself.
okay with that, Steve?
I'll watch him.
Come on, Steve. Behave yourself. After you. I'm not letting you guys walk behind me.
Well,
I'll leave.
I'm not leaving.
No. I'm willing to go if he goes. I'm not going to have him behind me. I don't trust
You're
him.
going to go? Come on, let's go.
I don't trust you, Steve. I don't trust you, Steve. I need to file a complaint on him.
We'll take care. We'll handle that. Yeah, I did have my door open. He walks into my office. And it,
Wide open.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to
Yeah,
you.
that's a better idea.
No, I want to hear what he says on
No, I
camera.
know.
This is.
We're going to get a
You see, didn't you guys want to fabricate stories? This is a subjective
No,
witness.
I want to hear his side of the
I
story.
want to hear
Just like
too.
wanna hear
I won't
yours.
say a word. I won't say a word.
We'll get it later.
Come on, man. Go now.
I'm good.
You want me to go out there with you? Or you want to
No,
talk to
I'm
him?
good. If you want to talk to him, go ahead.
Did you guys
You said you called the sheriff. I'm waiting for the sheriff.
That'll happen.
But if he gets
That'll
here,
happen,
it's
especially if you
gonna
don't
go to a whole
leave.
different level.
Yeah, you're going to get a lawsuit if something happens to me.
Come on, man.
I'm working
So,
on a constitutionally
what's
protected
your name?
activity in a building that's open to the public.
Right.
There's no sign saying restricted. I went in there very cordially. I didn't yell at him. I did, even when I walked in, I even said hello very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like the fact that I was walking around with my camera. I was looking over by his screen, by his desk, and he attacked me.
I didn't like the fact that you walked into my
Sounds like you're justifying his actions.
Well, it's unusual. Like I said, he's not a public-facing. He's not in a public-facing department. He's not open to the public like we're open to the public or admissions.
So you're saying that gives him an excuse to put his hands on me?
If some random dude walks into your office and starts pointing
In
a
a
camera
public
around-
building. It's not a
come
private
on.
building. Come
Don't
on,
tell
man.
me, don't tell
Come
me
on.
that you think that's a
you
totally
not have
normal and
de-escalation training?
justifiable way of behavior and that somebody's
You're
not going
right,
to take
man.
exception to.
I made a mistake.
Come
This guy
on,
has
yes.
every right to put his hands on me.
Well, whatever.
Come on, man.
What do you think?
You need a new job.
Well, no, I don't need a new job.
You do.
need
You don't
to
know the law.
understand reality. Get your head back into the real freaking
What's the real
world.
fucking world? What
The
is
real
it?
freaking
What is it?
world
What is it?
You walked into a random dude's office with a camera.
No.
What do you think he's
A
going to do?
random dude's office would be a random
Oh my God.
private property
let's get
building.
Out of here and let's
No,
start
this is a
talking.
public building. I'm
Right,
staying
but
here.
At this point, you're trespassing.
I'm not
this
trespassing.
building.
You can't
Because
trespass
I
me.
can't talk
You
to
can't trespass me.
haven't
You don't have
even-
the power.
You haven't even. I absolutely do.
You don't.
And you haven't even
Public.
told me who you
Public.
are.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Public
working on a
doesn't mean
story.
any random dude who won't even tell me who he is can sit
So
here and
this-
just cause all kinds of confusion and disruption. It absolutely doesn't work like that.
So let me ask you this.
can
Let me
get
ask you
out of
this.
here.
Let me ask you this.
We're gonna.
You're de-escalate, tone it down a notch.
Oh, come on, man.
So if anybody that walks in this public office, do they have to identify themselves?
If
What's
they're-
the law?
If
What's
they
the
start
what's the law on
acting
that?
weird and acting
I'm not acting
completely
weird.
abnormal
I'm not
and
acting weird.
disruptive, you walked into a random dude's office. Yeah,
A
that's
public
weird.
employee.
Don't try to justify
A
yourself.
public
Come back to reality.
employee. You come back to reality. You're on the moon, brother.
But no, you need to get the hell out of here right now.
Lower your tone. You don't fucking talk to me that way. Come on, man.
At some point, we're gonna get you out of here.
Well, yeah. If the sheriff comes over and they
Yeah,
want it, and
they're
they
coming.
under
If the
threat of
sheriff
arrest,
is
I'll
here-
definitely leave.
If the sheriff is here, I'm going to arrest you.
You don't have the power to arrest.
I
me.
do have the
Yeah.
power.
In fact, I want to make a citizen's arrest on him right now.
Well, you can talk
Yeah,
to
you
us
can talk
about
to
that.
the SU
okay?
about that. Yeah.
How's it going?
Have we already called?
That's no. You guys closed out, correct?
Okay, gotcha.
You didn't? Okay.
Hi, we're at 5055 Santa Cruz Boulevard with Gavilan College. Gavilan College security supervisor.
Gonna lock the public building.
We've got a random guy who just showed up and
Taking pictures
came into
peacefully.
a building.
Working on a story, constitutionally protected. You don't know that, I guess. I guess you guys don't like our First Amendment, huh? I guess I need permission to work on the First Amendment with you, huh? Come on, Steve. If the police tell me to leave, I'll leave.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Under threat of arrest, I'll leave, for sure.
408.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't break the law.
David,
David. Steve.
I'm the security supervisor. So at this point, I'm not exactly sure. We had a random individual walk into the building.
Peacefully
Walked
taking
into-
pictures.
Stay away from him. Hey, stay away from him.
He's actually fighting with
Don't put your hands on me, bro.
this guy was just coming up on my back.
Have battery. I'm gonna charge you with battery.
Yeah,
All right, guys, it's kind of hard to see from the camera angle, but let me kind of explain what happened here. So basically, David, the supervisor, is on the phone with law enforcement. I'm probably standing, hard to say, but maybe 12 to 15 feet away when he turns around and starts walking towards that fence. So I start walking towards the fence. Keep in mind, I'm not lunging at him. I'm not running towards him. I'm walking extremely slow at the same pace he's walking, keeping my distance. And when Steve sees me walking towards his supervisor, he then comes over and starts bumping into me with his arm. After Steve, the security guard, bumps into me 2 or 3 times, with no luck stopping me, I continue walking slowly and peacefully towards his supervisor. Steve doesn't like that. So not only did he bump into me 2 or 3 times, after I pass him, he then, while my back is towards him, grabs my shoulder and tries to yank me back towards him to prevent me from walking further. So basically, keeping in mind that he's kind of an old guy, I really don't want to hurt him if I don't have to. However, I'm not going to let him keep putting his hands on me. So I do get a little upset, and I do turn around very quickly, and I basically hit or shove his hands and arm off of me. While doing so, I do drop my phone. The funny thing is, he then wants to press charges on me because basically I'm defending myself and not letting him continue to bump into me or grab me. Come on now.
Yeah, we need...
He just put his hands on me. I'm 15 feet away from you, and he put his hands on me.
Okay.
You don't do that. Don't spray me, dude.
This is happening
I'll spray you too, bro.
You better.
I'll spray you.
Right now.
I didn't go in his back. I was close to him. He's like 15 feet away. I don't trust you, Steve. You just earned yourself a lawsuit.
Yeah, he's still here, but no, we're de-escalated the tensions down a notch.
Steve is, and he put his hands on me.
He arrived apparently on foot. I don't know if he has a vehicle parked anywhere on the campus, but he doesn't seem to be. Not at the moment, no. We got tense there for a second, but
Did you tell him the fact that Steve put his hands on me? Why don't you tell him that? Let's not falsify a police report. You let him put his hands on me.
I didn't even see what was happening. You were coming up on my back, and my assumption is that he was trying to stop you from running up on my back because I had my back turned to you, which was my mistake. I probably shouldn't have done that.
So I understand him wanting to protect his partner.
So that's what that was about.
I'm a reasonable guy.
Right.
But out of respect, just so you know, even if my worst enemy, I don't sneak up on people. I don't stick cameras in people's faces. It doesn't matter if you know me or not. I was 10 to 15 feet away.
Turning my back to you, and he saw you coming up on me.
Slowly.
So
as a security guard, you observe, you report, you don't attack.
Oh no, he was protecting me, which is
protecting you from what? A camera?
From you, man.
I was 10 feet away.
And don't act like
your security company. Your security company just earned a lawsuit.
We work for Gavilan.
Well, Gavilan College just earned a lawsuit.
Good, then we'll do that. But
he put his hands on me. I have a right to defend myself.
You can't walk up here and think that what you're doing is completely within the normal bounds.
So no one in California takes pictures anymore? You never read a newspaper?
What you're doing is gaslighting at this point.
You never read a newspaper?
Completely bizarre behavior.
You never read a newspaper?
And then telling us that no, it's all normal and we're the ones who are wrong.
People take pictures.
That is not within the realms of reality.
People take pictures all the time.
People take pictures, but people don't do as you're doing.
How was I doing? What was I doing wrong?
Obviously, you completely freaked out the employee.
That's
who
not
was
my
sitting in his
fault.
office
That's not my fault.
Yeah, it is because you walked into his office. How often?
Public office of a public building.
Yeah, but you could have made an appointment. You could have knocked on his door, told him what you're doing.
Sir,
you didn't do anything. You just pop in and start taking pictures.
I get it. You like to just yap away, and you're used to being in charge. You're not in charge here.
You are not anywhere close to reality. You're not reality adjacent.
I'm just taking pictures
you're in
peacefully.
some bizarre place, and you're trying to be disruptive, and that has consequences, which you're going to experience very soon. You've been trespassed. You won't ID yourself.
I don't need to ID. You're not going to ID me.
I absolutely do. If I ask who you are,
can I see your ID? Can I see your ID?
You don't have to ID, but then you can leave because I'm
trespassing.
trespassing.
I don't have to leave.
You do.
This is a public. You can't trespass someone from a public.
Because you're disruptive and you're not IDing yourself,
sir.
And you can be trespassed.
So if you don't like my hat, if I walk in and you don't like the Dodgers, you can kick me out.
You're being trespassed for cause. So don't.
What cause? What's the cause then?
Because you're disruptive.
I'm not disruptive.
And you're failing to ID yourself.
Sir.
Let me get this straight. I'm being disruptive because I'm peacefully taking pictures in public and publicly accessible areas, and I'm failing to ID myself. I guess David is unfamiliar with not only our First Amendment, but also our Fourth Amendment. Let's continue.
Walking into random offices,
Sir.
putting your hands on people, perhaps?
I didn't put my hands on anyone. I got it all recorded, unlike you.
You really need to
I got
reassess
2
your
people
choices,
here that put their
man.
hands on me, though.
Oh, right.
I do. It's on camera, brother. It's up to my iCloud right now. Even if the cops take my phone for evidence, I got it all downloaded.
You need to go.
Well, when they come and tell me if I have to go, I'll leave peacefully.
They're gonna. I promise you, nobody's gonna tell you anything differently than what I'm telling you.
Oh, well, we'll see then. If that's what, then hey, if that's what they do, then that's what. If they want to violate
And
my
when they
rights, I
come,
can't
you'll
stop
say,
them.
Well, let's see your sergeant, and then the sergeant, you'll say,
Yeah.
well, the lieutenant.
And if they want to arrest me and
and then
take me
you're-
downtown, I'll get
Who
bailed
do you
out,
want,
and
the
then I'll file my
governor,
lawsuit with you guys. It's
the
fine.
governor, the president.
It's fine.
I mean, come on. I have all the authority. He has all the authority necessary to tell you to leave this.
If I was causing problems,
at this point, you are
not for
actually
peacefully
violating
taking
the law.
pictures, not for taking pictures.
No, you're violating the law because
what law
of
am I?
trespass.
No,
You've been trespassed.
that's like if you're on a sidewalk out there. This is
I am
public. This is
trespassing
owned.
you. I promise you, it's a valid trespass.
You
and
have
it's
to have a
trespass
reason,
warning.
though, like disturbing
And I
the
did.
peace, breaking and entering.
That's exactly it.
I'm
You
just
got it
walking
all.
around peacefully taking pictures. So
Disturbing
luck with
the
that.
peace, just very disruptive. You're gonna run off.
I'm just walking right here. Come on, man. Going to sit down in the shade.
And the fact that you act as if we're the ones that are bizarre and doing things crazy, you know, that's called gaslighting. That's actually gaslighting.
I'm just peacefully taking
You're
pictures.
the one who's coming in, disrupting everything, and then you blame everybody else and say it's all your fault.
So if
that
someone
things
doesn't
are
like my
this.
T-shirt, they can say, well, you're disrupting me. Come on,
If
man.
Are you a sovereign citizen?
No, sir. I pay a lot of taxes, man.
What are you? What kind of ideology are you trying to
I'm just a
follow
guy with a
this
camera working on a
disrupting
story. I'm just working on a story.
So you're a journalist of some
I'm a
kind?
journalist.
Then
Independent.
Why wouldn't you feel comfortable IDing
Sir,
yourself?
I tried saying it to the guy in the first place.
You could have sent emails to people saying, "Hey, I'd like to come and visit your."
I guess you're not
office
familiar
and-
with how the First Amendment works. You
It
don't need
doesn't work
to
like
send
that.
an
See, there you
email.
go with the gaslighting again.
You don't need
you're
to.
not
You don't
familiar
need
with
to
this. Are you
permission to
familiar
work on a
with
story.
Normal behavior.
You don't
of
need
actual,
permission.
The way things work
You don't
in the
need
real world.
You
that
don't
I'm
need
talking about.
permission to work on a story
You
in the
don't-
real world.
You do need permission
Come
to
on,
just show
Nancy.
up and pop into somebody's office and start taking pictures while they're sitting at their desk doing work. You can't do that.
I
If
just
you
did.
do that, that is disruptive
Nope.
and very concerning behavior.
I was very peaceful. I was 10 or
So-
12 feet away. Come on.
So you come here, you do all of this, and we're all wrong. Everybody's wrong. You're the right one.
I guess so at this point because you're
Why do you want
escalating.
to be like that?
The funny thing
I
is,
mean,
if
why
he-
do you want to come? So was your object to come here and be?
my
disruptive
object was
and-
to work on my story in
Because-
peace and be out of here.
So, but at this point now, we just decided we don't care about your civil rights. and
Exactly,
we're
you're
all
right.
violating
You finally hit
Why
the
do
nail
you
on the
think
head.
we're that
You hit the
kind of
nail on the
people?
head.
Why would we do that?
I don't know. You gotta ask yourself
but
that.
see,
That's a great question.
You're absolutely wrong.
That's a great question.
You're absolutely wrong. We're not that kind of people. You came in and you start disrupting the
I didn't disrupt
operations
anything.
and telling us how wrong we are.
When you put your hands
But
on me,
why?
yes.
Why
When you
do
put
you
your
go to
hands
random
on me.
people and start doing that kind of stuff? What do you get out of it?
First of all,
What is it
well, you don't
for
let me
you?
answer. Don't ask me questions
I'm
if you can't
asking you.
listen. If
What
you
is
can't
in it for
listen,
you?
are you willing to listen?
You're not going to answer the question.
I am
I'm
going to
asking.
answer.
Okay,
I am.
What is in
Ask
it
it
for
again
you?
so I can be clear so I don't.
What is in it for you?
In it for me
when
for
you
what?
come and disrupt things and cause havoc.
Well, you're asking the
and-
wrong question because I wasn't disrupting.
Oh, okay. So now we're all wrong again.
You're
We're all
right. The
just-
guy with the camera peacefully walking around is the guy who's disrupting, but not the guys who put his hands on me. You're right. I made a mistake.
But I'm sure.
Come on
you're
now.
skipping a whole lot of steps. You go.
I'm
from
not.
you
I have
walking in
everything
with the
on camera from the time I walked
You
in to
walk
the
in
time
with
out.
the camera, and people start freaking out. Come on, that's
The
not
first
how it
lady in there,
happened.
she was
No,
great.
I'm
She's
sure
gonna get.
I'm sure there was a lot of other things.
Sir.
Like somebody said, "What are you doing?"
The lady in there.
and you gave this.
The lady in there, she was great. She's going to be highlighted like a star. You guys melted like snowflakes. What can I
I'm
say?
exercising my rights and being
I
right.
know how silly for me to exercise my rights, huh?
No, but you're
That men and
exercising
women
rights
fought
you think
for.
you have, but you actually don't.
Men
You
and
don't
women
have the
fought.
right. You don't have the right to walk into somebody's office who knows nothing about you
Of a
and start-
public building that the door wasn't
He's
closed.
not open to the public.
The door
He's
wasn't
not
cl-
a public-facing individual.
The public door was open to that public office. It doesn't say restricted. It doesn't say no trespassing. If it would have said private or no trespassing
Oh, okay. So
or
we-
had a key code, I wouldn't go in
so
there.
everybody in the world needs to post signs just so you know how to behave.
If you don't want someone in a public
so you know how
area,
to behave in a
yeah.
civilized manner.
In public buildings
You're
where people
not
come
being-
in every day.
You're not being civilized.
In
You're not
public
being
buildings.
Normal. You're being disruptive.
I'm not being disruptive, sir.
Absolutely.
You're being disruptive, and
how
you just
is
cost
that?
and you
This
just
is
cost
my
the school and
job.
taxpayers a lot of money.
Oh, so you say. We'll see about that.
You might want to Google 52.1, the Tom Bean Civil Rights Act, minimum fine. You lose qualified immunity.
Here we go.
I'm personally going to sue him.
Here we go.
If convicted, it's $25,000 fine.
Perhaps. Let's see. We'll see what happens.
Even if I get arrested, I'm still suing.
You don't have to get arrested. What you can do is just leave.
I could,
That's
but now that you call the police, I want them to tell me that I have to leave, and I'll leave.
You will. Absolutely.
If they say I have to leave, I will leave peacefully. I'll say, have a nice day. I'm not going to yell at you.
They're gonna say?
I'm not going to cuss at you. I'm not going to stick my fingers up at you. I'm just going to peacefully.
You think they're going to say, oh, no, you're right, Mr. Anonymous.
If they don't want a lawsuit, they probably will.
Oh, you're right, Mr. Anonymous. In the middle of the president's office and sat down.
Well, I wouldn't be able to get that far. I wouldn't be able to get that far.
How do you know who that guy is?
I know he's not the president.
Fine, but why do you feel comfortable walking in and
It's
sitting
a
in his
public building with office hours. It has office
his
hours.
Office is no different than the president's office.
You gotta be kidding.
Well, guys, this was kind of a long video, so I'm going to break this up into part 1 and part 2 coming out tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please show support by pounding that like button, sharing this video, leaving comments, and of course, checking out my new merch store or donation links in the description. That being said, part 2 coming first thing tomorrow morning. Out of here, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, yeah, and no bootlicking. Peace.
Wow.